Phantom Breakers is an Xbox Live arcade exclusive. It is made by 5PB and Mages. It is a side-scrolling beat-em-up, just similar to games like Double Dragon, Guardian Heroes, and it features some of the characters from the one-on-one fighting game that's Japan only.
Any word about bringing the fighting game out to the U.S.?
Unfortunately, I have no information on that since we're not the publisher of that game. That's being handled by a different thing. So as far as the status on that, I have no idea.
So you guys only focus right now on bringing this one over from Japan?
Right.
And any plans on releasing this on other platforms like Android, iPhone, iOS, or?
They're definitely, that's what we've been hearing at the show. People want to see it on PlayStation, PC, and mobile platforms. But it's a matter of, there's a lot of work. Even if it's just a port, there's still a lot of work to be, cost involved and money involved, importing, and even doing a port. So that's what they're hoping to bring it to other platforms.
No, do you have any knowledge on the experience of bringing this game onto Xbox Live?
In terms of?
Working with Microsoft to get it on the Xbox Live Arcade?
I'm not sure about that side because I didn't really deal with that, but I mean, as far as what we know from the developer, it was pretty easy, to get the game on there. And I know that Microsoft has been kind of changing their policies as just recently, it doesn't cost anything to patch your game now. So that's why games like Fez, they're coming out with a patch to patch that game because Microsoft's not charging you to patch your game.
And that was a smart move on them because it was actually kind of hurting a lot of these games.
A lot of the indie developers because they don't have the cash to pay to patch their own game kind of thing. So.
Now, how's been everybody's take on your game that's been coming to this booth?
Oh, they love it because it's one of those easy to pick up type of games, but at the same time there's a lot of depth to it. Not as much depth as a one-on-one fighting game, but there's a lot of RPG elements where you can power up your character, like their attack, defense, and speed on top of their special moves. You're given all the special moves on the very first level. But as soon as the second level starts, you get stripped of all that good stuff, and then you have to build your character back up.
Now, have you had anybody who has never played these style of games? Because I know a lot of this last couple generations, they haven't had any of these style side-scroll fighter. Mm-hmm. Anybody come in, younger kids, say, "Oh wow, I never seen this kind of gameplay before"?
I haven't seen that yet here at the show. I think maybe the monitors are a little too high for those guys. But I think the average age gamer, from 18 and up kind of thing, they've played games like Scott Pilgrim.
Right.
And that was their first exposure to a side-scrolling beat 'em up. I think some of the younger kids, they don't see other games that I mentioned, like Double Dragon and even Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kind of thing, those types of beat 'em ups. Haven't seen that yet. Haven't seen a kid that oh, I've never seen that type of game. It's so new, kind of thing. But I'm sure in the next 3 days, I'm sure we'll come across the little tykes that will not know what this genre is.
Now, have you had anybody come by and say, "Oh, I feel like I'm playing back on my Super Nintendo days, or back in the old school arcade days"?
Oh yeah, people bring up the same games that that we brought up, like Battletoads and those types of games, and they're like, "Oh, this is so awesome!" It's it brings them back to
their teenage years.
Yeah, their teenage childhood. Yeah, exactly. Especially with the chiptune music and the 16-bit graphics. So it definitely strikes a chord with the older gamers like myself.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks.
What was your name?
My name's Gail Salamanca.
And the name of your studio?
5PB and Mages.
Thank you.
Thank you.